Imagine waking up to find your bank account frozen, your credit cards declined, and a letter in the mail saying your wages are being garnished. This isn't a movie plot, it's real. And it's starting to happen to more Americans than you'd ever believe. Bankruptcies are quietly surging across the country. And the worst part? Most people won't see it coming until it's too late. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what's driving this hidden wave of financial collapse, and why millions of households may be forced to make a life-altering decision in the next 6 to 12 months. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative that you hit that like button and subscribe so you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you will appreciate it. Now buckle up and let's plunge straight in. Yes, America is in crisis mode, and it's showing in the one place people don't like to talk about: bankruptcy filings. According to Legal Shield's Consumer Stress Legal Index, bankruptcy-related inquiries have jumped to 36.4% in Q1 of 2025, the highest since the pandemic, and rapidly approaching 2020's peak of 42.2%. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York also confirms that credit card and auto loan delinquencies 90-plus days late are at a 14-year high. This isn't a blip. This isn't a post-pandemic hangover. This is a systemic squeeze. Let's break down the real culprits. First off, tariffs are raising prices. President Trump's new tariffs on foreign imports, especially from China, are hiking the costs of food, fuel, construction materials, electronics, and everyday goods. Tariffs are amplifying household pressure, says economist Mark Zandi of Moody's Analytics. We're seeing inflationary ripple effects not just in trade sectors, but down to the dinner table. Next, student loan repayments are resumed. October 2024 marked the end of the federal forbearance on-ramp period, and now millions are forced to pay again. Some missed payments are now hitting credit reports, kicking off a chain reaction of financial instability. Also responsible are sky-high credit card debt. U.S. consumers have now racked up over $1.21 trillion in credit card balances, per the New York Fed. That's a record. And with interest rates still high, even minimum payments are breaking budgets. There's also the housing market fatigue to consider. You bought that home at 3% interest in 2021? Great. But those who waited and now pay 7% plus mortgages? Many are paying more than 50% of their monthly income just on housing. Next, wage stagnation and inflation. While job growth and tax refunds look decent early in 2025, they're being obliterated by rising costs. Real wages, when adjusted for inflation, are flatlining. So, what do you get when you combine higher costs, fixed incomes, rising debt, and little room to breathe? That's right, bankruptcy becomes the escape hatch. I'll show you exactly how this bankruptcy trend could reshape the U.S. economy and how it may force Congress to pass emergency relief legislation. But first, let's look at who's filing and why it's different. This time around, it's not just the unemployed or financially reckless. It's middle-income families, small business owners, and service workers with steady jobs. They're the ones showing up in record numbers at bankruptcy attorney offices. And why? Because basic survival has become unaffordable. These aren't luxury problems. These are cost of living problems. Take this quote from a legal aid representative in Ohio. "We're seeing people who never thought they'd need our help. People who were homeowners, business owners, now struggling to pay for groceries and gas. This is what makes this wave so dangerous. It's not isolated. It's not limited. It's mainstream." So now is a good time to address the question everyone's asking. Are $5,000 stimulus checks coming? Short answer? Highly unlikely. Yes, the idea has been floated, even teased by some lawmakers and online influencers. But here's the reality. It would require congressional approval, and there is no current majority support. Instead, lawmakers are looking at targeted tax relief, making Social Security benefits tax-free, raising the child tax credit back to $3,000 or $3,600, and offering tax breaks for overtime and tip-based workers. These efforts are helpful, but nowhere near the scale of direct checks. So what now? If you're feeling the pressure, don't panic, but do act smart. Reassess your budget. Ruthlessly cut unnecessary expenses. Prioritize secured necessities. Housing, utilities, food. Negotiate with creditors. Many will offer hardship programs if you consider professional credit repair or legal consultation, especially if debt is overwhelming. Start a side hustle or gig. Even small extra income matters now. Don't ignore debt. Hiding from it will only make things worse. Look, we're not here to sugarcoat anything. The American economy is in a fragile state, and for millions, things feel like they're spiraling. But historically, every downturn sets up a new opportunity. This moment, it's painful. It's frustrating. And yes, for some, it may end in bankruptcy. But if you plan wisely, act early, and stay informed, you will come out stronger on the other side. And when prices eventually stabilize and wages rise again, as many economists predict by late 2025 or early 2026, those who prepared now will be miles ahead. So to recap, bankruptcy filings are rising, fast tariffs, debt, and student loans are squeezing the middle class. Stimulus checks aren't coming anytime soon. But targeted tax relief might help, and there are smart steps you can take today to protect your financial future. So what do you think? Are we headed for another 2008 level collapse? Or will we bounce back before it gets worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear the truth about what's happening right now in America. Until next time, stay strong, stay smart, and stay prepared.